Hi, I'm Joe Connolly. One theme emerging from these videos that you can see here now is that selling a high-quality, premium product is a good business space to be in, as Joe Laporto of Werx High-End Bicycles will tell you. What has been the secret to growing your business in a niche within a high premium marketplace?
It's a great question, and it's certainly an evolving segment. I mean, I guess the evolution of your local bike shop from 20 or 30 years ago looks completely different to what it is today, and some of that's been pressure from other places and just the evolution of the market, the focus on higher end products. So being a highly specialized business, we can attract a client base that's unique relative to the rest of that sort of consumer base.
Because when I looked at your website, I remember two things. One was getting the impression, are you good enough at cycling to be a customer of ours? And the other thing was a customer testimonial from a woman who said, I'm so glad I spent the extra bucks for a good ride.
Yeah, you're probably referring to Maureen too, and she was just a perfect example, or something that we were, I think there's two sides to it. I mean, clearly we work with passionate people who are committed to the sport, or that truly enjoy it and this is their love. Maybe they're sort of the weekend warrior type who are working 50, 60 hours a week, and this is what they do to enjoy themselves, or all the way to the other end of the spectrum where we deal with competitive athletes that are truly attempting to achieve a specific goal.
It was clear you could not outsource. That website has to be run by you and your partners.
And it had to be all of our own original content. And it took a better part of a year that we spent investing in just developing the content and fine-tuning the website. And that was certainly an important part of it.
It shows.
As it relates to higher-end buyers, they want validation in their selection process. So whether that's confirming the fact that we're as good as we say we are via the materials on our website and other places, they want to hear from their peers, they want to hear from their friends, they want to hear from otherwise. And so that referral process is an important part of what we do.
I never heard it put quite that way, though. They want validation in their selection process. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's a business service that has evolved over time. I think probably 15 years ago when it all started, at that phase we were doing more missionary work to tell people what bike fitting is. Now I think there's been a bit more sort of wholesale adoption of the process from our peers and competitors in other places. So, but it's a mixed bag in terms of the service offering. So the client is aware, hey, I take this sport seriously and my position on the bike is important and how I'm set up and the equipment that I'm using is important. So I need to find someone that can help me with that. There's a lot of options out there, and ultimately I want the best outcome. So it is a bit of evaluating the different competitors in our field and landing on the right choice.
So they want to be validated by saying, no, I went to Werx, fine, they'll take care of you.
I went to Werx because
they'll take care of you.
Exactly.
Sold.
Exactly. We are dealing with passionate people, and I think the folks that come to us care about getting the most out of their time on the bike. And so that person may be in today for that first road bike or whatever the case might be, but I have a sneaking suspicion that over a long time we'll see that person come back to us.
What takes the 3 to 4 hours in the fitting? Do you have people sit, stand, run, spin, pedal? It sounds like a physical almost.
It is. I mean, on some level, we get a lot of feedback on the process as we move along, and clients will remark a lot that on some level it feels like a doctor's appointment. Others take the view that it's almost like a spa day for cyclists. So you can look at it two different ways.
Do you put them on a treadmill?
We don't put them on a treadmill per se. We have a very specialized collection of equipment that we use to analyze a rider's riding position. So that includes a size cycle. It includes a lot of software and video motion capture, pressure scanners, a whole slew of different technology that goes into the actual fitting process itself. But fully 2/3 of the fitting process takes place off the bike. So it's collecting information about that rider, and collecting their physical history, their goals, their riding style, and then conducting a fairly exhaustive physical examination.
It's fantastic. I'm envisioning the early NASA astronauts getting fitted out in the lab.
On some level, it's exactly like that. Yeah.